Hello friends, this is Ravishn. In this video, I will talk about my experience with my Tata Nexon, which I had recently purchased. Although I am not a professional YouTuber, so I had my own limitations in my this video. The picture quality and voice quality might be not very good compared to professional YouTubers, but yes, one thing is sure that my review will be based on facts as well as my personal experience. Why Tata Nexon is different compared to other vehicles in its group. So first of all, starting from its exterior, let's start from its exterior. As you can say, Tata Nexon falls under sub 4 meter category. So it is mainly uh, catering to the person who are going to opt for Ford EcoSport, Hyundai Creta to some extent. Basically, its main rivals are, in my opinion, are Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza as well as Ford EcoSports. Although some people consider Hyundai Creta to at its a competitor, but in my opinion, Creta is not direct rival in this compact SUV group. Well, starting from exterior, you can say that the biggest advantage of Tata Nexon is its ground clearance. Yes, frankly speaking, the ground clearance of Tata Nexon is something which is which Tata is having an S compared to Ford EcoSport. See, you can see the ground clearance of Tata Nexon is 209 mm, which is 9 more than 9 mm more than Ford EcoSport, as well as you can see it has its own advantage when we used to travel in not so good roads. Being my first review, in this review I will focus more on its interior rather than exterior, because there are many videos on YouTube which had focused mostly on exterior aspects. But being my first review, I think I should focus more on its interior as well as what are its advantages as well as what are its disadvantages. I will start from its rear seat. The rear seat is comfortable enough to sit three full-size adults peoples, and as far as legroom is concerned, I think there is ample scope for legroom. As you can say, I am sorry for poor quality, as I am shooting this video just on my normal phone. As you can see, there is ample legroom for three adult side of person. uh, as far as rear seats are concerned, headroom is good as far as normal persons are concerned, because in YouTube I had found many videos in which they used to say by physical appearance it seems the rear seat heights are not good in Tata Nexon. But to my utmost satisfaction, I think the rear headroom is good for normal adults, although exceptions are always there. But for countries like India, and rear seat comfort, headroom is normal for an average Indian. Coming through its instrument cluster, before coming to its instrument cluster, let me, as my this model is XM model, so it is not having rear AC vents, although there are left out space of AC vents which you can utilize while sitting rear. It can act as a mobile holder, sort of. The space are enough to store mobile holder. Now coming to the instrument cluster, as you can say, being an XM model, the instrument cluster do lacks navigation system, although it is having Harman music system, but that Harman music system is having four speakers. Okay, first of all, have a look over its dashboard. As you can see, piano black finish with silver accents is very common in Tata Nexon, or XM Model 2 is not an exception. As you can see it, you can see there is enough space. Although being an XM model, it is not having a laptop holder. Although there is a option, that was an optional accessories at dealer. As you can see, it is having some innovative provisions storage provisions like cup holders, make in India logo, as well as all I can say there is smart provisions for something, and glove box had some innovative things. Now coming to center console, as you can see, this is music system on off switch. You can see connect next. This is on off switch, and here we are home. Here we are having menu. We sort of menu had many provisions like Bluetooth connectivity, iPod connectivity, and other things, depending on the phone which you are using. The biggest advantage which I had found in Tata Nexon is that space management. Space management of Tata Nexon is something which had not experienced in my previous cars. Whether it, I was a very satisfied Maruti consumer. In fact, I always had a soft corner for Maruti, and we had switched to Tata Nexon just for the sake of change. But yes, I will give thumbs up to Tata for having some innovative ideas. For example, in handles you will find a provision for holding umbrella, innovative storage points like you can see here. There are many innovative provisions of hooks like you can see here. Here we are having innovative parcel hangers. You can find parcel hangers here, so these things matter a lot. While many situations we find ourselves in many situations that these things do act as a motivator. Apart from rear seats, now coming to interior view from driver seats. Friends, here you can find that instrument cluster of Tata Nexon is in the same link as compared to other Tata cars. Left side is having RPM meters, having indication up to 8000 RPM, whereas the full meter right side is having speedometer, having top speed of 200, and middle portion is left out for driver information system, having odometer as well as distance to empty as well as fuel meter. As you already know, Tata Nexon is first car to have 5-star rating. It is having driver side passenger reminder as well as speed alert system as a standard in all its variant. Now coming to one of the major important aspect of Tata Nexon is its 3 modes. You can say here we are having a knob. Knob is having indication city, eco, as well as sport. City mode, eco mode, sports mode. As you know, city mode specifically specifies itself that while driving bumper to bumper traffic, we have to if we use this mode, city mode, our bumper to bumper suitability will be only for bumper to bumper traffic. We will have to not change gear more frequently. The second mode is for eco mode. This mode is having advantage of both mode, not good pickup as well as not high fuel consumption. If you want enough fuel consumption as well as enough decent performance, we can opt for this mode. And now the last mode is sport modes. Personally speaking, sport mode is my favorite. The reason being, in this mode I used to forget that the Tata Nexon is just 3-cylinder car. The performance in sport mode is something which will satisfy you to some extent. Going by, although Tata Nexon is having its own limitation, the limitation is that it is not a pure SUV. It is a subcompact 4-meter SUV, compact SUV. So this is the mode which had satisfied me most, is sports mode. And I must say, on highway, sport mode is best. Something which my friends who are trying another other cars like EcoSports or Vitara Brezza, although all of them are having diesel versions, it is irrational to compare diesel cars with petrol Nexon. But yes, they had appreciated that Tata had came a long way. Tata had came a long way in improving, not only in improving the qualities of their car, as well as developing a good peppy petrol engine, turbocharged petrol engine. So I think three driving mode is something which make Tata Nexon different from other cars in this group. After this, let me show you how instrument cluster functions. Here I had switched on. As you can see, all driver side airbag reminders and all these things on driver side seat belt reminders and other things are blinking. Let me show you once again. I switch on all these things. Okay, distance to empty. Although my car is new, it had covered just 273 kilometers. That's why on Udo it is showing just 273 kilometers. But my experience with Tata Nexon of is not about 273 kilometers only. I had purchased Tata Nexon by trying my friend's Tata Nexon about 1000 kilometers. That's why in this video I had tried to give you something insight of what are my real views. Okay, now coming to start this car. Let's start this machine. Being a three-cylinder engine, Tata Nexon had its drawbacks too. Frankly speaking, the noise level of Tata Nexon is slightly more compared to four-cylinders engines based cars. Although I had experience with my Maruti Swift, so somehow, although space management and cushioning and as noise reduction is there, but when you start the car, you will feel a little bit of noise compared to Suzuki's four-cylinder engine. So here in this department, although Tata had came a long way, but they still needs to improve a lot. But I must say, the noise level is not of such a thing when you will start driving it. But to some extent, it seems that for a petrol engine of its size, such noise many times confuse people that whether it is petrol mill or diesel mill. Apart from this, the handle of Tata Nexon is something butter smooth. I will frankly, I will give 10 out of 10 to Tata Motors for developing Tata Nexon with such butter smooth steering controls. Apart from steering, now coming to the another advantage of Tata Nexon is that it is having Bluetooth connectivity as well as telephones and all controls are given on handlebar steering wheel, which is of great usage in city driving. I still I still remember how earlier the company used to charge a hefty sum in the to their top models for providing such steering controls. Kudos to Tata for providing all these facilities with such a such a reasonable sum. Well, friends, as I already told you, this I am not a professional YouTuber, so my video might not having that sort of professionalism, but I had tried to give you a little inside view of Tata Nexon, my experience. Hope you had liked my video. Please feel free to comment and give your views, so that I should come up with another video or not, or what are your questions. I will, as I already told you, this is my first video, so there is always a scope for improvement. So ending my this first video of Tata Nexon, and thanks friends for viewing my this video, and wishing you all a very happy Holi. Thank you.